Hey everyone, welcome to a journey through Mecca. I'm Mecca, and I hope to be a vehicle for you on your journey to connecting with your mind, your body, and your spirit. Today's class is going to be a class for your spine. So if you sit a lot, if you have back pain, or specifically low back pain, this practice is for you. Happy spine, happy life. All you need is your yoga mat, but if you'd like to grab blocks, one, two blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you can grab one or two books. You can also grab one blanket and a pillow. Like I said, you absolutely don't need them, but I will be using them just in case you want them slash need them. Okay, let's get started. So today we're going to start in a cross-legged position. I'm sitting on a blanket because it actually helps relax my front of the hips and helps me sit up taller. So you can do that with a pillow, blanket, or blocks. Then I like to start by removing my flesh from underneath my bum to find my sit bones so that I can also sit up taller. So do whatever you need to find a comfortable seat. Your legs can even be extended if that's better for you, or you can rest your back on the wall. If it feels safe for you, close your eyes and start to notice the quality of your breathing. Notice if your breathing is more in your chest, which might be more shallow breathing, or if the breathing is more in your belly. The fact that you've become aware of your breathing probably will shift your breathing a little bit. So as you sit here, find your sit bones rooting into the ground. Allow your spine to be nice and elongated from tailbone through the sides of your body, up the neck and the crown of the head, reaching up to the sky. Take a deep inhale and allow that breath to come into your belly, feeling your belly expand in all directions. Inhale. And exhale out of the mouth. Allowing your shoulder blades and shoulders to drip down the back. One more like that. Deep inhale into the belly. Exhale out of the mouth. Good. So notice that those breathings were full, deep, and complete, elongated. Allow that to continue, but just through your nose. Deep inhale. Deep exhale through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. If I'm going too slow or too fast, find your own rhythm as long as you find this deep, elongated, smooth breathing. Find what that feels like to you. And then we're going to move into Ujjayi breath. I'm already doing it, but maybe you haven't heard of it before. So Ujjayi breath, you feel this light restriction in the back of your throat, and you hear this oceanic sound, and it sounds like you're fogging up the mirror, except your mouth is closed. So I'll do it a few more times. Deep inhale through the nose. Full and complete exhale. Breathing into the belly, inhale. Pulling the belly, the navel into the low back, exhale. One more just like that in stillness. Keep going actually as I explain that this is going to be your foundation to the practice. This Ujjayi breathing, that deep inhalation through the nose and full complete exhalation through the mouth. If there's any time that you find your mind moving from the past, from to the future, if it's creating judgment or criticism about what you're experiencing or doing, just gently pull yourself back to the breath. Know that that's completely normal. It's a part of your journey, it's a part of your process. But as soon as you become aware, make a little mental note to think about it outside of your practice, off your mat, and come back to that breath. So you can open the eyes now. We're going to start to create circles with our spine, starting from the tailbone up through the hips. Probably heard a little crack in my hip just now. That might happen in your body too. The ribs are circling, the shoulders and chest and neck and head might get involved. And you can push and pull on your shins or your knees or your thighs to find that full range of motion. Go as slow as you like. And just taking awareness, taking inventory of how your body is feeling. Let's come back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, switch the legs. Head in the other direction. So heart comes forward, side, pulls back, and side. Inhale, forward, side, back, and side. Just like 3 more on your own timing with your own breath, allowing that breath to initiate your movement. Like I said, you can involve the shoulders, neck, and head, undulating through your spine. One more. Come back through center, inhale. Exhale here. We're going to take that left arm up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, start to walk your hands out. You can have your hand flat, or if it's available to you, you can come down to your forearm. We're going to take one full breath here, rooting that left sit bone down. Inhale, reaching that top arm up. Exhale, soften shoulders. Next, inhale, rises you up. Inhale through center. Other arm comes up. Exhale, walk yourself out to any capacity. One full breath here. Root that right sit bone into the earth. Exhale, soften shoulders. Nice. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, forward fold over those legs at any level. Your hands can be on the floor, your forearms. You can have even blocks underneath your arms and hands. Next, inhale, rise on up. Arms back behind you, palms away. Exhale, heart up. And that's the flow. Inhale through neutral. Exhale over to your right. Inhale through neutral. Exhale over to your left. Inhale through neutral. Exhale, keep sit bones down, forward fold, releasing low back, releasing hips, dropping shoulders, neck, head, releasing jaw. Inhale through neutral. Fingertips away, heart up. Pull your navel in, let it shine through your heart. Exhale. Inhale through neutral. We're going to switch legs and do the other side. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up. Left arm takes you to the right. Exhale. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, walk yourself over any capacity. Let yourself round into the earth. Inhale, walk yourself up, palms face down, fingertips back. Exhale, open heart. One more time. Inhale, neutral. Let the navel pull you up and in. Exhale, over. I think I might have switched sides, but that's okay. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, other side to the right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, round yourself, really utilizing breath and movement. Taking your time, let your breath be full and complete. Inhale up. Exhale, heart open. Head can drop back, shoulders down the back. Inhale, neutral. Let's switch to all four. So if you feel like you have sensitive knees, you can stay right here and just arch the heart forward and round the heart back. But if it's okay to go to your knees, if you have a blanket or a pillow, head to all four, tabletop. And find your shoulders over your wrists, legs, hips width distance. Spiral those biceps forward so that you have an external rotation in your shoulders and your shoulders can go down the back. Pull the navel in, and on your next inhale, push into your hands, into your shins and feet, and arch your heart up. Inhale. Exhale, curl the tailbone around the back, drop the head. Feel free to let the elbows, the shoulders come up. Inhale, undulate through the spine, open up the heart. Exhale, push down and around your back. A couple more times like that. Go on your own timing. Let your breath open you up. And let your exhale round your back. Nice. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round the back. Now we're going to find a sense of free play. Come back to arching down with your ribs and then start to spiral the ribs to the left, similar to what we did when we were seated. Heart up, ribs to the right and down. Ribs go to the left, heart up, ribs go right and down. You might feel your hips involved now. If I'm going too slow or too fast, find your own rhythm. The breath can be inhaling forward, exhaling, rounding to the back. This is the last one. We'll do the other side. Nice. Head around to the right, back, left, down. If you want to involve the head, you can. We're going to do 3 more this direction. And exhale. You're going to use that breath throughout this entire practice to kind of alchemize your experience, your nervous system, to create calmness in the mind, especially when the poses get a little bit more challenging and you are growing your comfort zone. This was the last one. Come back through neutral, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands out ahead of you. Sink your head, your heart down, tilt your pelvis up, come to extended puppy pose. If your head does not touch the floor, you can bring a block or a book to your head. Or if that's uncomfortable, there's also a variation where you have both blocks underneath your hands. Like I said, none of them is necessary. Even if you're floating in the midair, all you have to do is press down with your palms, your shins, your tops of your feet. Let the tailbone tilt back. Let the heart softly open to the floor. Take another deep inhale here. Deep exhale. And then we're just going to pull our tailbone down to our heels and come to child's pose, with or without hands on blocks. Deep breath in. Exhale, let that breath float down, lower back, legs, toes. One more breath in. And exhale out. Take your body over to the left. Left hand on the bottom, right hand on top. Deep breath in, soften through both hips. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly walk yourself to the other side. Even though this is not an abdomen exercise, pull that navel into that low back. Once you land, left hand over right hand, deep breath in, soften through hips. Exhale, release. Maybe left shoulder comes closer to the earth. Come on back to neutral. And use your navel, pull it in, press yourself up, tabletop position. You can keep the blocks or move the blocks. For the next thing, I'm just gonna move the blanket out of the way because it's gonna get in the way for the next pose. So you can come to full plank. I'm gonna start with modified plank. Make sure your body's in one alignment. Your legs can be up or they can be down. Either way, shoulders rotating externally. Pull the navel in, and as slow as you can, lower all the way down on your next exhale. Elbows come in, shoulders come down. Let the tops of the feet press into the earth. Let the pelvis press down and bring your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Pressing your palms and your forearms down. Pull your heart forward. Inhale. So your hands are like pulling back like this so that it pulls your heart forward and it opens up the front of your shoulders. Deep inhale here. Deep exhale. Drop the head. Start to rock the head side to side. Letting your back and your neck release. You can figure eight the head here. And then take your next inhale. Press into the pelvis, into the tops of the feet, forearms and palms, and inhale, open. Exhale, pull the navel in and let yourself come all the way down. Hands shift to underneath your shoulders. Press back tabletop. Inhale. Bring those knees in. Tuck the toes for your first down dog. So you can keep your knees bent here. If that's too much, you can always drop the knees and take child's pose whenever you need to throughout this practice. You can also have your palms on blocks if you need the floor to raise up to you. So those are a couple of variations for your down dog. I'm going to go back to my original down dog. And I'm just going to start bending one leg and then the other. Just opening up the back of the legs, pressing down through the whole palm, especially between the pointer and the thumb. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Come to bend the right leg and gaze under your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale here. Start to switch. Make sure those rotating shoulders are going external. Left leg bends. Look under right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Keep both legs straight now and press that heart back to your thighs. Deep breath in. Exhale. Know that you can keep your knees bent here. You can have a micro bend in your arms. It's up to you if you want them fully extended, just as long as you feel like you're pressing away from the earth and finding that deep ujjayi breathing. We're all going to move to the back of our mat. So bend the knees. Slowly start to walk yourself back to your mat and make sure your legs are parallel to each other. So if you need to adjust your legs now, you can. You can even have blocks underneath your hands here if you want the floor to go up to you, and if you feel like you have tighter hamstrings back here. Wherever you are, everyone keep a bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows, and just rock side to side. Feel all four corners of your feet rooting into the earth. Even if your legs are bent, which we all are right now in a soft bend, let your legs feel strong, your thighs activated, your tailbone reaching up to the sky, and find a soft and suppleness in the torso. Just a few more rocks. No rushing, taking your time, tuning into how you're feeling, experiencing, and breathing through these postures. Come back to neutral. Drop the arms, shake the head no, giving further relaxation in the back, shoulders, neck. Nod the head yes, softening through the jaws, the muscles of your face. And then keep the knees bent. They can even bend a little bit deeper as you start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone drips down, legs activate, hips come over your ankles. Head is the last thing to come up. And once you get up there, feel free to roll those shoulders up and out. All right, let's move on. Okay, so you probably feel like a different person. I feel like a different person already, but Take your next inhale and reach your palms up. Interlace your fingers and reach the palms to the sky. Feel free to let your shoulders come up at first. And then exhale your shoulders down. So your legs should be parallel to each other. You can adjust that now. And then we're going to start by finding little circles in the torso. It's okay if your hips get involved. Your shoulders might come up and down. We're just finding some gentle movement in our spine and the vertebrae of our spine once again. Finding a little juice there. Head in the other direction. So the hips will go, the ribs, the belly, shoulders, the head. If you'd like for all of that to get involved, one more this direction, because we kind of already did some of this on the floor. And then inhale, back up to neutral. Exhale, soften shoulders. Step that right leg back behind you. So both legs are they're definitely straight. Actually, I'm like falling over. Both legs are straight. They're kind of on the top tightrope a little bit. This will test your balance a little bit. It's not about balance, but it will test your balance. So inhale your feet down and your palms up. Exhale, send the hips to the right, torso to the left. Soft shoulders, deep breath in. Exhale here. You're probably wobbling, finding your balance. Next inhale, come back to neutral. And exhale, step to the other side. Find your footing, one foot in front of the other, both legs straight. So lift up your knees and your thighs. Inhale, your palms up. Shoulders down. Exhale, hips to the left. Palms reaching out to the right. Let that bottom shoulder stay right under that left shoulder. If you find it going back, pull it over forward. Deep breath in. Exhale here. Send your next inhale up to neutral, using your obliques to pull you up. Exhale, release. Your arms probably need a little wiggle here. Okay, next thing we're going to do is bring our hands to our lower back like this. So facing down, right in the lower back. We're gonna press our shoulders down away from our ears, and we're gonna push your pelvis forward like so, and start to open up your chest and heart to the sky. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. It doesn't need to be deep. I'm probably not that deep. But just tucking the pelvis to protect the lower back, lifting up through your knees and thighs, softening your shoulders and opening your heart. Let the head fall back if you can. If not, you can keep a little tuck in that chin. One more inhale. Exhale, use your abdomen to pull you on up. And that was that. Okay, let's move on here. Let's separate our feet a little bit wider than hips distance. You're gonna have your left hand on your hip and right arm comes up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, shift your hips over to the right and let your torso go to the left. So my hand starts off at my hip, and that's awesome. If you would like to go deeper, if your breath is full, deep, and complete, and you want to go deeper and stretch your comfort zone, let that arm gaze down or draw down that leg a little bit more, and it'll take you deeper. You'll feel more in the side stretch. Inhale to root through your feet. Exhale to reach out through that top palm. Feel free to let the head drop. Inhale, right arm goes up to the sky. Exhale, right arm goes back behind you. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down and you let it droop you up, using your obliques and that arm to pull you up. Other side, inhale, left arm up, right hand to hip. Exhale, shift hips over. You can start here and you can stay here. That is a beautiful deep stretch. If you'd like to go deeper, take your next few breaths to lower that right arm anywhere on that leg that's comfortable for you. You don't want to force or push yourself into a position, especially if you feel like your breath is becoming shortened. So we're using that breath to change the chemicals and the chemistry of our body, to Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale, hand to the sky, right ear drops down. Inhale, left arm back behind you, opening up the front of the left shoulder. Exhale, left arm comes down. Let that pull you up. Obliques pull you up. Hips come neutral, head comes neutral. Okay, let's go to the front of our mat. So you can either have your legs together completely like this or hips width. If you have low back pain, I would do hips width distance. So I'll do hips width distance. And we're going to take our inhale to reach our arms up above the head. Maybe you look up, maybe palms touch. Soften shoulders. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Let your spine be long until it can't anymore. Fold in. Feel free to bend your knees or have blocks underneath your hands, like so. Inhale, halfway up, extending through your spine. Your spine's nice and long. Your shoulders are back. Your crown of the head is reaching forward. Exhale, bend the knees with or without blocks. Step it back, top of a push-up. So this is our second time in plank. You could lower the knees down or you can stay in top of a push-up, whichever one works best for you. Take your next exhale to lower down, elbows in. This time we're going to press in the tops of our feet, tuck our pelvis down, activate your navel, and inhale the torso halfway up. There should be like no weight on the hands, so you're not going very far up, but you're pressing down through your bottom body and reaching up through that heart, soft shoulders, crown of the head up. Exhale, let the navel pull you down to the ground. Inhale to all four, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, down dog. Feel free to exhale out of the mouth at any point, just as long as you inhale through your nose, filtering out all that bacteria and toxins in the air. Bring those feet together here into your down dog. And you can drop the knees and just bring the right foot forward. Or if you like, you can take that right leg, send it back, inhale. And exhale, step it through, right foot down. Spiral that back foot down so that it's parallel to the back of your mat. Root through your feet. Activate your abdomen and windmill left arm. And then right arm. Warrior two. That back leg is nice and long if possible. Rotating this way. Rotating forward toward the front of your mat. And that right leg is rotating out. So you're pressing that right knee back. Root through your feet, inhale. Exhale, find those shoulders directly over your hips. Hips going down between your legs, softening through your ribs and your belly so that you can breathe deeper there, not in the chest, but in the belly. Deep inhale. Exhale, soften shoulders. Reach arms away from each other. Nice. Start to take that right side body over that right leg and drop that forearm to the right thigh. Left arm up to the sky. Try not to dump in that bottom shoulder or press away. Inhale. Exhale here. If you'd like to go deeper, you can bring your hand to a block. There's 3 levels. Find which level works for you. Or you can bring it straight down to the mat. I'm going to come back to this block and try not to have too much weight on that block so that you're really powering through those legs. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring both hands to the ground on opposite sides of the feet, with or without blocks underneath your hands. So here you can drop that back knee and just start to sink the hips forward, open the chest. Or with or without blocks, you can bring those blocks underneath your hands, keep that back knee off the earth. Root through those feet, let those hips sink, soften shoulders, open heart, inhale. Next, exhale, let your right ribs pull you back and reach that right arm to the sky. Still powering through that back leg, even if the knee is bent. Still powering through that back leg. Squeezing that right leg in toward the midline. Inhale. Exhale, right hand back down to the mat or to your block. Spiral that back foot down. Inhale. Exhale, left arm, right arm. Next, inhale, straighten the leg. Woo! I know you needed that break. I needed that break. You can just shake out your hips. You can shake out your arms. Root through your feet. If you need to bring your feet closer for more stability, do that. Bring your arms out to the side. Start to send the left hip back, right arm forward. You can take a micro bend in that right leg if you need to. And the right hand can go to the thigh, it can go to the hip. I just said that in reverse. Right hand can go to the shin or even to a block. So lots of options depending on what your body is ready for in this moment. Every day is different. There's always time to progress and move forward, but root through your feet, inhale. Exhale, lift through your thighs and your knees as you create more space in your torso going forward. One more breath, soft shoulders, reaching arms away from each other. Good, take your next inhale to rise back up to neutral and turn both toes parallel to each other. I'm gonna move my block forward just in case you want that. You can walk your feet in closer for more stability. Find what works for you, just as long as your feet are parallel. Inhale, your hands to hips, heart up to the sky. Exhale, send your hips back and forward fold all the way down. Find if you want your hands on the block or if you want them on the mat. Inhale, halfway up here. Left hand comes in front of you with or without block. Exhale, right ribs pull you back to the sky, right arm up. Maybe you look. It's okay if at first you want to drop that left hip, but if you want to solely focus on your spine, pull that left hip even with the right hip and just twist from the base of your spine. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, halfway up, right hand in the middle, underneath nose. Exhale, left ribs pull you up and back, with or without that hip going forward. It makes you go deeper, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's appropriate for you. So use that intuition and connect there. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Shake the head out. Nod the head out. And we're going to come to the other side. So bend the knees a lot. Start to let the tailbone drip down. Same thing we did in the beginning of class. Head is the last thing to come up. Roll yourself up. Turn out those left toes. That back foot is already parallel to the back of your mat. Then that left knee may be tracking over that left and go and reach your arms out. Warrior two on your left side. And just take a deep breath here, rooting into the earth with your feet. Exhale, soften shoulders, reaching arms away. 2 more breaths. It's okay if you're wobbling, if you're shaking. 1 more breath. Gently pull that mind back to that breath. Next inhale, reach those left arms, side of the body forward, coming into extended side angle with your arm on the thigh, a block, or the mat. Let that bottom shoulder come forward just like we did earlier. Try not to dump into that bottom shoulder. Press away. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Reach down through your feet. Exhale, right hand down, left hand down, both on opposite sides of that left foot. Turn that back foot to the ball of the foot. Let the hips drop with the knee on the mat or without. Hips come down, heart comes forward. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Left ribs pull back, left leg squeezes in. You don't have to look up, you could look down. 2 breaths. And you can switch at any point. Next exhale brings left hand down. Spiral that back foot down just the way we had, parallel to the back of your mat. Root through your feet. Inhale, right arm, left arm. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, straighten through that right leg. You can drop the arms, wiggle out the hips, wiggle the arms. Bring your feet closer together for more stability if that's what you need. Bring those arms back out. Inhale. Exhale, right arm, right hip comes back. Left hip comes forward, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck those hips forward. Reach your heart towards your left heel. One more breath in here. Exhale, use your obliques to pull you up. Turn those left toes in. One more, hands to the hips, heart up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees with or without the block in front of you. Fold in. Shake the head now. Shoulders. Shake that torso. And just let your hips fly up and your torso fly down or fall down. Deep breath in and out. Bend the knees and slowly walk your feet together. Heel toe them in, come on down to the ground, to a seat. Stretch both legs out, and we're gonna bring the left leg in. So the right leg can be just out next to that left foot, or you can cross that left foot over that right leg, or you can bring that right foot in. See if you can find both sit bones here and elongate through your spine. Find which of those 3 variations work for you. All of them are awesome. You're awesome because you are here. Right hand back, left hand back behind you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, you can hug that leg in and start to twist to your left. Let the left ribs pull you back, shoulder follows, maybe the head follows. One more inhale. Exhale. You can go deeper or you can just stay where you are, allowing any place in the body where there's tension to soften just a little bit more with that awareness. Last inhale. Exhale, come on back through neutral. Hands back behind you to switch sides. Find variation 1, variation 2, variation 3. Sit up nice and tall. Right hand back behind you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hug that leg in. Pull right ribs back. Let the shoulders follow. Maybe the head follows. Deep inhale. Exhale, maybe you soften and release parts of the body that are holding tension that don't need to. Or maybe you take the next few exhales to soften right ribs back and twist a little bit deeper. Last breath in. Exhale, unravel. Shift back. Release your legs, and we're going to come to the front of our body. We're almost done. You're doing great. I'm so glad you're here. Come to the front of your body. You can have your legs apart or legs together. Just feel an internal rotation like you're pigeon-toed. And then press your palms down into the earth so that you're externally rotating the shoulders. Feet and hips press down into the earth. And then you're going to just lift the legs up. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Pull the navel in and press lower back down, away towards the heels. Inhale.
Exhale down. Now we're going to lift the whole body, palms face down so that you have external rotated shoulders. Inhale up, shoulders come back, heart lifts. Exhale down. One more. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale down. Good work. Move any props out of your way so that you bring your arms in front of you and come into reverse corpse pose. See if you can let your legs relax, your glutes, your lower back, your head into the earth, your palms. One more deep inhale through the nose. This time exhale out of the mouth. Good. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And we're going to come to tabletop just to come down to the other side. Flip over. Okay, legs together and bring your forearms down. Hands should be right by your glutes, forearms underneath your shoulders. Press your legs right down into the earth. Tuck your belly in and then start to arch your heart up to the sky, shoulders back, opening the front of your shoulders here, opening your neck, heart, head to the sky. Feel free to drop your head, but if that's too much for your neck, just keep that tuck right there. Deep breath in. Pressing down through palms, forearms, back of the legs. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Start to tuck that chin. Inhale. Slowly walk yourself up one hand at a time. Bend your knees. Reach forward as slow as you can, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower down all the way to your mat. Feel your hands pulling forward. Yeah. Okay. It's okay if there was like a shiver and a quiver, and if you plop down, it's all good. It's all about practice, exploration. Bring your feet underneath your knees, palms facing down. We're going to come into our bridge pose. We're not going to stay there. We're just going to go up and down 3 times. Press down through your palms, press down through the back of your arms and your shoulders and your feet. Slowly inhale to roll your tailbone up to the sky. Heart comes up as well. Exhale, lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone is the last thing to touch. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale, up. Push the hips, press into the feet, squeeze your inner thighs, shoulder presses down. Exhale, lower all the way down. Great work. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Letting the back melt into the earth, the front and back of the hips. Soften the knees, either press on top of the breastbone or outside the rib cage. Starting to let yourself completely be melting and supported by the earth. We're going to take a few breaths with our legs straight up to the sky. If you feel like your legs are still actively working, just hold your legs so that more of the pressure or the weight is like in your arms and hands, but let gravity just let the legs relax, let the blood flow down into the body, replenishing the blood throughout your body, replenishing your lymphs, just letting your legs hang. This is kind of like legs up the wall, which I did in the first video, but it's not really. It's legs without a wall. And it feels so good. We're always standing up or bicycling or running, doing something in the opposite direction with our body. So it's really nice to get this different perspective physically and mentally. Imagine thinking in an opposite way, understanding how someone else might perceive or think things. Okay, I'm done with my personal development, spiritual talk. Take one more full breath. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out of the mouth. Let the knees come into the chest, arms out like wings. Let the knees fall to the right. Feel free to grab that top leg and let the head fall wherever it feels natural. Towards the knees or away, deep inhale. Expanding lower back, belly, exhale, releasing through the lower half and upper half of the body. One more breath in and out. Take your next inhale to pull your knees back. They're neutral. Adjust your hips if you need. Exhale, other side, grabbing the top of the leg, letting your head fall wherever feels natural. Deep breath in. Exhale, softening from the crown of the head, muscles and skin on the face, jaw, neck, shoulders, arms, hands. Deep breath in to that torso, ribs, lower back. Exhale, let the ribs soften, lower back, hips, legs, feet, toes. Take your next inhale back to neutral. And then exhale, let your legs flop open, your feet flop open, your palms face up to the sky. Soften every part of your body. This is the most important part of your practice. Letting yourself rest, replenish, rejuvenate, and reintegrate. If you need any props, blankets under the head or over the body, pillows or blocks underneath the knees, or anything that makes you feel comfortable and cozy, find that for yourself now. You can stay here for 5, 10, 15 plus minutes, just letting yourself completely rest. Rest is very productive. So let's take one last breath together. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Let's bring our hands to our third eye. Thanking our entire mind, body, energy for showing up today for our practice. Just sending all that love and gratitude. You were willing and open to show up today. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Thanking your body for all that it accomplished, for the way that you were safe with your body and the way that you expanded your comfort zone. Take one last breath, soaking in all that love, joy, acceptance, gratitude towards self. And I'm so grateful that you chose to share this time with me. I hope you have a magnificent rest of whatever you're about to do. Namaste. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me today. I hope that was helpful. Please like, comment in the comments below what you thought about this practice, how it helped you, how it served you, what type of videos that you would like to see from me in the past. Please share with all your family and friends who you think would benefit from this. And also remember to subscribe. Thank you, homies. Namaste.